YouTube presents 31 Days of Halloween, October 7th. Today, October 7th, I recommend Lords of Salem, a modern-day movie about witches, directed by Rob Zombie and starring his wife, Sherry Moon Zombie. He was not born with that last name. In the 80s, he was the lead singer of a band called White Zombie. Prior to this movie, Lords of Salem, he did a movie called House of a Thousand Corpses, which was an homage and a copy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And he did a sequel to that, which sucked. House of a Thousand Corpses was very good, and the sequel, The Devil's Rejects, sucked. Then he did Halloween, a remake of the Halloween, and that was really good. Or at least the first half was. And then he made a sequel, and that sucked. So he tends to suck with sequels. And or he's a very hit or miss movie director, writer. Sherry Moon Zombie plays a chick who's a former heroin junkie who works as a DJ, a radio DJ. Someone mails in an album called The Lords of Salem, and it's a really evil sounding little tune. And she starts going crazy. That's basically the gist of the majority of the story. And people think that she's going crazy because she must have relapsed. And while this is happening, a demon seems to have moved in next door to her in her apartment building. And it is oh so scary. Also during this time, she makes friends with these three older women, who of course they're obviously witches. Rob Zombie loves casting horror movie legends. So the witches are played by the lady from the Rocky Horror Picture Show who played Magenta in that movie. She's one of the witches. And the actress who played the love interest in the movie They Live with Roddy Piper. She plays another one of the witches. And the third witch is played by someone I don't know of, and I'm not going to work on looking it up. It's a good modern witch movie, and there are not enough witch movies, as opposed to, for example, vampire movies where there are just too many and it's dead. It's a very dark, evil atmosphere in the movie, and kind of depressing, I guess, especially since she's basically a former junkie. She doesn't get much sympathy from anybody. It's really a tragedy. Not too depressing, though, and it's got a lot of scary, spooky images. It's not excessively gory. I don't think it's gory at all, actually. And you discover everything that's happening through her eyes. She's basically alone in this story. So you kind of just follow her around. It's not like one of those movies where she's got a friend who exposition can be explained through. And I gotta give it to Rob Zombie for that. It's not easy. It's a challenge to have a story where the main character is alone, essentially. And there's a scene where one of the witches, because they don't present themselves as witches, where one of them is sweeping on the front porch, and I'm like, see, witches, sweeping, broom. And I'd like to complain about one thing while I'm talking about this movie, which I recommend. There's a scene that's pretty evil and sort of satanic. Well, it is satanic. And they're playing a Bach church piece during it, and I find that disrespectful to Bach. I'm an atheist, but Bach wrote his music for the glory of God, and for them to use it for a movie for satanic purposes is kind of insulting. Now, Bach is dead, he doesn't care, and Bach is a billion times more famous and historic than Rob Zombie, so that's another reason why it doesn't matter. But I just think it's disrespectful to use something for the opposite reason than it was created for. And Rob Zombie, you're a music composer. You've written music. Why can't you write your own church music for this scene? No, because you suck as a composer. Well, maybe just screw the church music and just reuse your song, "Burn to the witches and burn to the witches and slam in the back of my ticket. Let's do it, baby." Everybody knows that song? Anyways, Lords of Salem. Watch it this October 7th. This has been YouTube proudly presents the 31 Days of Halloween.